Welcome everybody to another night of Squad Ops. It is currently Wednesday, the 20th of September, and we're running Operation Fishhook tonight at squadops.gg. Squadops.gg is a one life event open to all. You can learn more about Squad Ops at squadops.gg. Watch more at youtube.com/squadops or twitch.tv/squadops. I'm joined by Tedish. Tedish is one of our admins and commentators. Tedish, say hello.
How's it going, everybody? Welcome.
My name is Karmakut. I'm the founder and director here at Squad Ops, and we're going to be commentating over the Squad Ops One Life event, Operation Fishhook. We're joined behind the scenes with Penn. Penn is going to be putting together the multicam for you guys. As always, we have those multiple camera perspectives. We're going to be cycling through those right now. And as we cycle through those camera, you'll see at the top right of your screen, there's a name related to that camera, and that is the perspective of which you're watching. So really high quality stream going on for you guys today. Teams are getting set here. But you can see both teams are getting set. Operation Fishhook is a very interesting operation. As always, these are one life events, so these events mean that once you are down, you cannot be revived. That is it. You get one life, and that's it. In this operation, we do have recruits who are used as a squad behind lines, and the objective of this operation is for Russia to go and retrieve them and rescue them. We're going to pull up the operation overlay here, which will show you all the assets used for this operation. And this was made by our content creation team, which has a ton of cool talent behind it. And you can see right here the assets as far as weapons and vehicles that are being utilized by both sides tonight. So we're going to see, as always, we do 2 rounds. We do 1 round watching the one team command on Russia, and then we do a team swap, and we'll cover the second round from Russia's perspective again, but with a different command structure. So right now, we take a look at the assets, and as we shift to the second page, you'll see the operation rules and outline for the operation tonight.
It's a pretty good one. This one has
It is
a lot of variability in it. Those
a lot of
little
variability.
recruit squad hiding somewhere. Yeah, it makes for some great James Bond moments. Some hiding in the grass or walking over you. What was that map in COD?
Yeah, as we look at the map here, we're playing on Gordok, yeah. What do you think about the Gordok layer now that it's this big?
It's huge. There's so much room to maneuver. Yeah, lots of room for those vehicles, and it's a great map for it, especially with that river right down the middle, cutting it in half.
Yeah, for those of you that don't know, every black box here on the map is 300 by 300 meters. So this map is quite large. This is one of the largest maps right now on Squad. It takes like 10, maybe even 15 minutes to get from one side to the other.
To run across the thing. I mean, driving
across. Oh, to run across? To run across would take like an hour. This map is that big. It's actually insane, the scale of this map. But we're about to start the briefing here, and Russian is going to start.
Crisis averted. All right. Jack,
we listening on that?
I believe we're starting the briefing here soon.
Dropping one of them up here. They're going to the far east, like this area.
So while we wait for the squad leaders to get their briefing going, we're gonna take a look at the. Oh nope, looks like we're doing a brief now.
This is the plan. Off live, squad 3, which is myself, and squad 2, which is Paradise. We are loading up into the trans truck. We're gonna take the trans truck over to the enemy fob mark in Golf 6 keypad 5. From there, we're going to dismount the 2 squads, and we're going to walk them in to Neva Lower, just to the east of Bunker. And it will look like that. From there, we're going to see if any enemies are rushing to the bridges, or if we hear any vehicles. If we start to take contact, we're going to immediately fall back to Shipping Yard. So as soon as the first person on the friendly side of squad 2 and 3 dies, everyone else pulls back to the vehicle, and we get the heck out of there. While this is going on...
You're actually cresting the hill, Jack.
While this is going on, we have Squad 1 loading up into the MTLBs.
Are they your Squad 1's taking both MTLBs, right?
Yes. Shadow's taking,
Squad
yes.
1's taking both
You're just
MTLBs
taking the transport truck, and then the second you fucking
team.
start losing people, or like it looks like you're gonna get overwhelmed, you run away.
They're gonna take it across the bridge onto the Akeem side, and they're gonna move over to the MG mark in Mike 5 keypad 6. And then they're going to move down to the mound in Mike 8. And then they're going to swing in into the industrial and the mound and go to the friendly fob mark, pick up the recruits, and exfil the same way, okay? So while Squad 2 and 3 are creating the diversion, Squad 1 with both vehicles flanks basically the entire edge of the map, sweeps in, picks our boys up, and exfils the same way. So like I said, as soon as Squad 2 and 3 take contact, they pull back to our defensive location where we're going to regroup Squad 1 and the recruits. Just remember, listen to your squad leads and your fire team leads for instruction. Don't lone wolf. Let's have a good one, boys. Does anyone have any questions?
The exfil is marked on the map. I don't think he ever mentioned it. It's not actually shipping yard. It's southeast of shipping yard.
Yeah, sorry, it's apartments. Yeah, it's the friendly fob marker.
Yeah,
it's the apartment buildings.
It's the lone apartment building near the gas station. It's sort of cut in half by the road and the railroad tracks. That's the actual building, but we'll probably have a couple guys in the apartment, like the C-shaped apartment buildings. Those three stories. But yeah,
we
the
get guys up in a crossfire.
building next to the gas station.
Is Squad 1 booking it to that green fob marker? To pick them up?
We're going a long way. We're gonna go a super long way. Moving east.
MTLBs are loud as hell, so they'll hear us from like a mile away.
That is true.
Well, we've got guns, we should be okay.
We have guns?
Does anyone else have any other questions?
What's a gun?
Anyone else any questions?
I do. Squad 4 is the squad we're picking up. They're confined.
All right, as we can see, that was the Russian briefing. We're going to take a look at the squad leaders and command here for the operation tonight. On the Russian team for round 1, we have Shadow Ritual leading Squad 1, SM Pure Paradise leading Squad 2, LaRue leading Squad 3, Squid Squad is led by Silverman. They're playing the recruits. As you can see here, they have the recruit kit, so they have no bandages. They are extremely weak, and they have to be extracted by the rest of the platoon. And then commanding the Russians for round 1 here is Best Pony. Shooting it over to the militia, we have Truth Realm for Squad 1, Silent Death for Squad 2, Chappie for Squad 3, Krusty the Sailor for Squad 4, and Google will be commanding the militia for round 1. Once again, we talk about doing a round swap at the midway, so we'll see the command swap sides, and we'll be spectating the Russians from the second time.
So yeah, those recruit kits get no bandages. What do they have? 2 mags, and that's it, pretty much.
Yeah, 2 mags and no bandages. It's gonna be pretty dicey.
Yeah,
but we'll see how they execute it.
They start somewhere in the middle, and they're just hanging out, right? We kind of briefly went over what was going on, but what do we typically see on this map, this operation?
Well, this operation comes down to bridge control, especially since a lot of the river is unusable by the vehicles. That's a house rule that we throw in. It's a lot of control over the bridges, and we can see a lot of major engagements happen along those choke points. So we'll see how Russia decides to take across the bridge and get a foothold and then pick up the recruits. I do believe he plans on mounting the scouts on the eastern side of the river instead of the western. So that scout team is going to stay roughly where they are and not move out too much. We do have 2 MTLBs here used by Russia. One is the 14.5 millimeter, and the other is the 50 cal. We have a couple of stats here that we'd like to pull up. Tedish, you want to talk about these stats here on the MTLB?
Sure, we can pull those up real quick. As soon as I copy. So the MTLB, most people know that as the noisemaker, right? The thing is definitely not stealthy. It's very armored, but nice and slow.
Loud as hell.
Yeah, you cannot sneak up on anyone, right? But it will hold pretty much your whole team. 19 infantry, and it's got that nice big machine gun on top with good optics, right? That's probably its biggest asset on maps like this, and especially when in our scenarios here, that it can actually magnify. So
I gotta sort out my fire teams.
We'll see how both
as
teams
we
use
yeah. Russia, all right, live time called for 1:29. That's 1 minute to get ready. And then want to shout out here to Google Trex, the commander for the militia team. It is his birthday. So happy birthday, Google. Happy birthday from Squad Ops. And let's hope that you don't get smashed too bad tonight. But good luck, good luck. Let's see what happens.
How young he's turning?
How young he's turning? I'm not sure.
No.
Get in paradise.
Because I'm pretty sure with the fog of war, they're not verified that the recruits have actually been killed.
Does militia have units on the recruit location? No, they do not, Apple. The militia know roughly, what, 4 grid squares where the recruits can be. but it can be anywhere in there, and that's a large area. Like you can't just go in there and expect to find them. You might get lucky. You can send your forces in and like, okay, they're probably going to come in. Actually, they have to come in and rescue them, so maybe we can intercept their forces and hit them when they're trying to get them out. But there's no definite recon. And then so let's say the Russians get their guys out, they get those recruits and get them out, and then they all retreat after the shipping yard, correct? And then the objective for the militia is assault the shipping yard, and it becomes a nice attack. So here we go.
That is true. We didn't talk about that, or at least I didn't talk about that at all. Yeah, if they extract the recruits, they will be heading to shipping yard to hold until further orders. They're pushing the convoy out now, trans truck in the front. I do believe they're going to split here pretty soon as they go further north. You can see all the vehicles moving out now. That's the whole Russian platoon save the 4-man scout squad on the southeast side of the map.
That's an interesting position they've taken there. That scout squad is so infantry and vehicles have to cross bridges, correct? They can't cross the water on this one.
Yes, it's full bridge control over this op. Let's see if anything's. Oh, we have a couple militia forces already in their technical, just speeding to get control over those bridges.
Oh,
so we might have full first contact at one of those bridges.
Well, speaking of bridges, have we noticed where the recruits have put themselves?
I think. Right as you get that.
They are on the bridge, in the crates of the train bridge. This is a very interesting position to put them. I guess they can exit on either side. However, if you've played this map before, you know that crossing that bridge is usually a death sentence because you're really exposed up there. So this could have some fun, some dwarf fortress fun. If anyone's familiar with that type of deal, but it should be interesting to say the least.
North of the intersection in G671. Is best Pony can I don't want you all getting fucking blown up in a bunch
down
of
in here and see what we can see with these guys.
Okay, so
Oh.
Preferably you take 0 casualties.
I mean, they got good cover. I doubt anyone's going to expect to see them in here, right?
Alright, command, is this
They're going to hear these vehicles real quick here.
Pony playing it safe knows that those techies can hit him fast and hard, and they are crossing the bridge. He's going to dismount this trans ahead of time, ensuring that he does not get caught. We see Russian soldiers now dismounting from the trans. They might actually see these vehicles rolling up on this road here momentarily. And that is a standard Dishka techie. Oh, they're going to have eyes on here momentarily at this crossroad. Oh, does anyone see him?
Snuck behind that building. I think he might have snuck back there.
Oh, the techie's going to engage these infantry in the open. This is going to be first contact right here.
I would not advise using the transport truck.
And this is a target-rich environment if he's looking the right way.
Techies are already here.
SPG just backed him up.
Techies are at G658.
Okay, they've called out the techies. Wow, that techie just smashed into that wall. Good thing vehicle damage isn't on, like, for collisions at this point.
Should have get your combat spacing.
Reconfirming, techies are...
Oh, and those techies are going to be pushing off here momentarily.
G658.
Russians as well, pulling back into the defilade.
Copy that. Are you engaged?
So they saw each other.
Did they? The militia saw? I don't believe the
Russians are
militia
calling
saw
out the
them.
militia techies.
Yeah, Russia had eyes on the militia techie, but I'm not sure if militia had eyes on Russians.
This squad leader does not see the squad off to his left.
I'm not gonna fucking deal with this bullshit with the techies. Just have Fulcrum go lat them. The techies will fuck off.
Oh.
You can go to the rock face.
Who is this?
I can't
Wow.
have a squad sitting there.
Ballsy. Truth Realm.
Oh,
running
one
into...
first casualty of the night is goes down.
Cross the bridge.
And the Dishka is opening up on these infantry in the field. They're going to try to return fire. We see the return fire command come up from this squad. They're going to try to put fire on.
There's a rocket. Look at Truth Realm. Just like...
Rocket goes too high. They're going to try to suppress it with small arms. They might be successful, but that is a shielded techie. That techie has a bulletproof shield, and it's going to be pulling off here, it looks like. We do have a couple casualties on the Russian side. Nothing on the militia side yet.
That was a
RPG's coming in close. SPG techie poking out here. He might take a shot at these guys on the berm. He sees the smokes coming out on the other side here, but he can't really engage.
You want to hold that SPG back until you got a vehicle to shoot at. It's really not that great at shooting infantry.
Yeah, what? Oh, first SBG round goes out, nearly takes out a Russian infantryman over here. We got smokes popping for Russia. They're going to try to pull off this
Yeah,
berm.
they're pulling back.
Also, you could have one of those.
Wow, I can't believe Truth made it to this rock
kill me
and,
with heavier
and stayed
cannons, stay
alive.
back.
I guess he didn't start shooting.
Yeah, a
but,
couple Russians caught in transit in that open. There was not enough time for them to get to cover before that Dishka saw him. Dishka's going to open up and try to suppress the broad side of this area. Russia pulling back to a more defensible location, this little compound here with vehicles.
Oh, Truth gets a kill here. Takes that guy down long range.
Yeah, a lot of Russians caught in a bad spot. We got maybe 3 casualties for Russia already, 0 on militia side. That Dishka now opening up on the compound. He's just spraying around, not really accurate.
This is a legitimate attempt to get the recruits. They're gonna either keep searching Nebo lower.
But he's just gonna be throwing a couple rounds over here, trying to suppress these Russians as best as possible.
Their vehicles lit us up. I lost like
And Decker, 97, yes, to answer your question very quickly, you need to do the SOTT boot camp in order to play in our ops, except for the first op. The first Wednesday op of each month is an open op. But other than that, you need to do SOTT, which is not a terrible thing. It's kind of fun, gets you on the same page, it's good time. Highly recommend it. Truth Realm, finding another target down behind those trees. Got the techie to fire on him too, and he's running.
Ooh, he's running.
Deep dodge, dive.
He's got 50 cal fire all around him. He picks a tree, and he's just gonna sit there for the
All of a sudden,
duration.
he's hippie, hugging that tree.
He's not even moving a muscle. He's just gonna sit there. He's taking small arms plus that Dishka fire, but he found a nice thick tree to stay behind.
Truth Realm just out at this rock, just like with his glass, finding targets and picking them off. Doing a great job.
Russians once again bounding back even further. They're conceding this whole field to the militia, and that is a good pick, especially with these 2 MTLBs pushing across the south right now.
Hold the line until.
In the meantime, those recruits are back there pissing their pants because
We lost our last.
Yeah, we had MTLBs roll over that bridge.
MTLBs are about to move west.
Oh, small arms hitting these guys in the field. You cannot be on the field. Stick to the tree line on the left.
I don't think they figured out where Truth was. And granted, there's only 2 of them here, but I don't think they ever figured out, hey, those rocks are hot. So now that they finally figured it out.
We've got some smoke doing as much as they can, but these techies are maneuverable. This Russian squad could get caught out of position really fast. These Russians need to double time it out of there before these techies maneuver. That techie moving fast right now, trying to get eyes on again.
Where are their MTLBs?
They're sneaking around right here, but this kid techie pulling up.
So in the meantime, the Russian MTLBs have circled all the way around the map and are on the east side of the mound. That's why we're not seeing them in this fight. They're trying to sneak in behind and grab the recruits from the east side of the bridge, of the river. Kind of genius. So this whole play we're seeing right here is a distraction.
Yeah, it is a distraction, but if they don't pull out fast enough, this is going to be a very costly distraction.
I mean, that's true. They've lost what,
direct southwest.
Am I seeing that correctly?
No, there was a couple mishaps early on before we started here, but I do think the total count is maybe 3 or 4 for Russia, with at least 1 fire team.
Wow.
Oh, actually,
They
yeah,
are
1
pushing
fire
up.
team.
These techies are aggressively.
Aggressively chasing. We see this SVG pushing through the smoke right now. He's on the way. Let's see if Russia can turn around and engage. Oh, he hit a tree. Oh, no. They're still pushing. They're still pushing.
They almost ran over whoever that
Tasting
was.
the blood. They want to end this
1000.
squad, but this is not... The techies were doing well in the field. I'm not sure about bringing them into the wood line. This is not the ideal. Now Russia has the advantage. These trees are going to really obscure the line of sight, and Russia really in a good position here. The fields play towards the Dishka's advantage, but this right here is not good for the militia.
Sounded promising.
Yep. 4 down, 1 in the woods.
North of squad 4.
SPG. No, this is the.
They've completely eliminated this technical crew right here with the SPG techie. They're out for the count. Russia is still fighting in the tree line. This is to Russia's advantage here. You can really see how terrain plays such a monumental role in squad ops and in squad. Open fields, you got the techies advantage, but once you pull them into the trees and you lose that line of sight, you run into some major issues with the vehicles.
In the meantime, those MTLBs are getting creeping closer, and they have no resistance over there. And the militia MTLBs are
Copy that.
creeping up on the south side of the main bulk of the
MTLBs, prepare
infantry force here.
to stop.
Yeah, this militia
Retreat,
MTLB
move
actually
out, and we're
getting
gonna
really
pick
close to
the
squad 2 and 3 of Russia.
I'm sure they can
They're
hear
gonna
him at this
hear him
point.
along this road any second. I'm curious if they saved any lat. I know they used a couple
We heard a few of them.
rounds early on against the technicals. This MTLB now pushing into the tree line. We talked about this before. You need to be careful in the tree lines or any close engagements with the
He's
vehicles.
got a full squad with him, it looks like, or maybe at least a fire team, but he could be unloading some infantry.
Could kill a lot of people though.
Do we see that MTLB crawling in the
behind enemy lines right now.
tree line?
If my vote would get a shot at this, anything that delayed him from exploiting the gather line right now.
It's hard to drive these things through the woods. Oh, into a tree, yep. It's nice that at least they fixed most of the vehicle physics, so flipping over a vehicle for no reason, running over a twig, and all of a sudden there's 3 miles in the sky is pretty rare these days. Still happens occasionally, but... Are all these Russians dead in the trees here? We got one Russian poking around in the woods looking for any militia survivors.
The MTLB now in the field where that previous engagement was.
Command wants to do this without firing a shot, so if we can help it.
So the recruits on this one.
Oh, these are both MTLBs are over here. You can see this one actually has so many troopers. They are sitting on the top of the vehicle.
Love to be in that spot in a real fight, right? You're not exposed. It's cool, Jimmy. You can sit up there. Put your helmet on.
Looks like they're going to be pushing hard to shipping, but there is a good amount of Russian infantry in the tree line on the right-hand side here. We'll see if they actually are able to engage this MTLB.
I think they're not even going to try. I think they're just going to get the
Well,
hell
I
out.
mean, if he follows the road, they're gonna meet each other about 200 meters down the road. At this bend right here, they're gonna hear this thing coming. Like we talked about before, this thing is really loud.
I feel like their best recourse, and just based on the map and the direction of movement that all the Russians are going, is they're saying, all right, we're getting to the recruits. We know their whole body's chasing us. They're retreating to the town.
With the NSV.
So, do the militia have any clue whether or not the recruits have been...
I don't think Google cares. I think Google's more oriented over getting control of the LZ first and making Russia play attack once they secure. It's kind of a race right now. Can Russia's infantry make it back on foot in time, or does MTLBs use their mobility to get there in front of the infantry? It's going to be very close here. As you can see, Russia closer to the objective, but they are scared of that MTLB. They've gone firm. But this MTLB, while it does have that speed, is taking the long way around to avoid the infantry. We might have one fire team reach the shipping yard for Russia before the militia, and it does look like there's one squad leader over there as well. I think that's best pony in command over there. But yeah, it looks like militia actually might dismount from here. We'll see. Engine's gone off in this MTLB.
That's good. You
He's scanning. Yeah.
We're just holding here. Don't get out yet.
At this point, the militia are being escorted off the bridge.
We got Techie pushing fast to shipping and 3 Russian infantry out in the open. This could be very, very bad. Oh, no, he's going to turn.
Behind the tracks, due north of us.
You can see militia really keeping up that pressure. They smell blood and they want to keep pushing. They got vehicles moving around everywhere, just searching for the Russians right now.
I feel like they might not be so much securing the LZ. I think they might feel like they caught them on their back foot, they didn't let them in, and they think the recruits are still stranded behind them. This will be an interesting one to ask the commands after in the interview afterwards what the heck was going through their minds, because this has been an interesting. I really like that slight
We're
where
moving
they
to the one that's
slipped
on
in,
the. We're moving to the MTB that's next to the MTB.
made contact, and then disappeared and snuck those guys out. That was a great move. I like it. Whether it pays off, we'll see.
That's why fucking Pier.
Yeah, we're going for the northern one that's on the road. I think
I'll get a move as soon as it's safe to move.
Copy that, dude.
Yeah. Meanwhile,
this Russian
two
squad
up here.
caught out. I don't think they're going to be able to make it back. As we look at the terrain here from the... Oh, what was that?
that was a random grenade. I think Pure Paradise got spooked. I think he's making a distraction over here. He just threw a grenade. He's throwing some smokes.
As we look over here at the shipping yard, you can see the terrain that squad needs to get back here. There's a large field. There's no real way that they can get here without getting spotted. So that squad's kind of stuck until MTLB support arrives. We do have a couple militiamen pushing with the technicals, probing the LZ. This is the LZ on our screen right here, the apartment buildings. And this is where they need to get the recruits. The recruit's still on the far side of the map. Squad 1 very far from the objective.
Just gonna warn you.
Well, far from the LZ, they're on the objective, right?
Yeah.
Watching these techies circle around like sharks, smelling
Yep,
blood.
Russia does spot those.
Kills.
We see both MTLBs now staging over here on the west.
Going back through Akeem, you're gonna cross train bridge.
That
with
Dishka
the
techie,
MTLBs,
man, I love that thing.
Swing south and follow that MSR by Desna.
Excuse me, not the Dishka, the SPG techie.
Through 2's location and up us. Okay.
So much fun to ambush.
2 and right to you.
Man, they got an MTLB stuck. We got the good one though.
Oh, sounds like the Russians might have gotten one of the MTLBs stuck. Good thing they brought 2. And it can fit 19
Yeah,
people.
good thing they brought 2. Squad 2 from Russia now, moving in.
Contacts here. Copy that. On your building? Yeah, on my building.
LaRue just called out contacts here on my building. Not sure what he's smoking. No one around.
We've lost eyes on those tracks. They're somewhere between squads 2 and 3.
They are holed up in these buildings. What do we got? Just 5 up here? On the hardpoint itself? Squad 2 in the southwest a little
We can
bit?
see birthday boy Google Treks getting his binocs out. He's with the full 2 MTLBs over here. And he's just waiting for the right call, the right time to push his men in. He's scanning the LZ. If he sees a weak presence, we might just see Google go straight for the gold and roll the tracks in. We'll see how ballsy he decides to get with it.
All right.
Yeah, since the Russians lost one of their MTLBs to driving, it's going to come across this train track in the north. The techie's going to find it, assuming no one moves. And then it can call in the other MTLBs for support, and then it won't stand a chance. It's 3 heavy guns versus 1. Granted, that 1 is loaded to the brim with infantry, but still. We'll see how it goes.
Russia now scrambling to regroup. We got too many elements caught in too many weird places. MTLB now making it back finally.
And if you're seeing our maps up and the little red dots floating around, those are dead players who are now watching the play. Might be a little bit confusing.
Command, be advised,
you see a red dot with a number in it, and the arrow, that's a enemy from my perspective.
Sure.
Squad lead.
By all means.
But yeah, we'll see how this ends up. Sometimes watching can be more fun than playing. You can see all of it from whatever angle you want. Figure out who killed you, who you could have killed, how close you were to people.
At least do some
and
good
of course, you
stuff.
can watch the stream afterwards. Figure it all out from a totally different perspective. But
don't worry, Chris. Miyamoto's gonna take him out.
Copy.
looks like Squad 2 successfully got pulled in to the LZ. Or not.
Yeah, we do have a lone Russian over here who might be able to decrew this SVG techie. We're going to follow him closely right here. But he has the drop. He is right on the other side. But if his footsteps are too loud, he might get heard.
Oh.
Oh,
Nope,
he gets the gunner.
Shit, I think he ran into contact. Yep.
See if we can get the driver as well. Nope, that driver's going to push off.
Gunner's still good. I think it's half as effective now.
Alright, so they're going to be coming from our east. So,
unfortunately, he's pushing it straight into the path of the
actually, no, you should be able to blitz.
the other tracked vehicle here. Let's see if he...
Yeah, let's follow in this MTL. Oh, techie engages the windows. They're just putting fire on. I don't think they have an actual target.
Yeah, they just...
I think that might be a distraction. Let's see if Google decides to push in the armor right now.
Keep flanking east.
Yeah, armor's
I
moving
see
now.
that.
This is a distraction to the northeast.
Copy that.
Both teams using distraction.
We see this, both MTLBs fully loaded with troops. They're going to beat Squad 1 back here, so Russia's going to be fighting undermanned on this location.
Squad.
We
Yeah.
can see both the vehicles just rushing across the
Start
open
making
here.
noise. Keep making noise.
Copy. Attack vehicles approaching us from the west.
Oh, they're getting called out, so the Russians know what's going on.
Copy that.
2 tracked vehicles approaching from the west.
This is my squad.
Called out multiple times.
And they're gonna dismount real close here. Oh, MTLB hits a tree. They're gonna keep pushing in. This is so close.
This firing position up on this hill is great for the MTLBs. You've got cover and you can shoot 270 degrees straight into the town. Wow, they went right up on that LZ and unloaded a swarm of
Yeah,
troops.
you can see all those militiamen now pushing. See the other MTLB putting rounds in through the windows.
Jack, hold that bling with your life.
I'm about to go
That
down
is a
this
lot
guy
of
wall.
very tightly packed people. They need to get some spacing here.
Yeah, good grenades right here. Could do
One
a
good
lot of
grenade
damage.
to
Both
get 10
MTLBs
people
pushing
right
off
now.
to the west. Pony in a very, very bad position. These Russians need, or these militias need to get aggressive. They cannot be staying here. We see that aggression happening right now, crossing the street to the south. MTLB's providing covering fire. We have
There
a
we
distraction
go.
with the techies over the northeast. Lots of fire now coming in with these two MTLBs. And these militia need to get aggressive. They need to start moving. They're oversaturated on this one spot. Good squad move over here on the south, crossing the road. But there's still about 15 militiamen stacked on one building. You can tell they're running out of places to hide. They don't really have enough cover. One trying to breach right now. He gets in. That should be the call to continue the pressure and move. But there's not much movement going on over here. Whoever's squad leader that is, they need to start getting these guys moving. And keep that pressure up, because all their momentum that they just had is rapidly
No! The Russians just lost their second MTLB to terrain. They tried to jump a gulch and it flipped. So they're going to have to walk the last 200 yards. Ouch. Both heavy armor assets down from driving. Brutal. They just put the call out. They flipped this one too. Are you serious? Oh, command chat. I don't know if we caught that on stream or not, but watching that thing flip was... Best Pony is blacklisting them, the drivers, from driving. All right, well, this infantry squad better push itself out there because they need help back in the city. If they get there, it'll be about even.
Alright, Team Bravo, get over into that gas station.
The SPG driver is probably going like, all right, where the hell are the MTLBs? Come on, I want to shoot this thing. Oh, wow. That's a brutal call that we just heard out. Apparently, the Russian have no lats left. They had one, and he disconnected.
Everything that could go wrong is going wrong right now.
Well, I mean, if they get the recruits in there somehow, you don't have to kill the MTLBs, right? That wouldn't be considered a win.
See, militia still trying to find a way to get in.
They put out smokes, and then they didn't move. They still have 6 people and 1 grenade.
I think it's
down
just Pony now in this building. Oh, that saw is what got this player. And Russia really just in a bad spot. Just really, really bad spot now.
Damn it, I fucking ran into you.
Squad coming in from the east. I'm sure, well, at least they have the element of surprise because those MTLBs didn't give them away at all. There's some silver lining on that. Here we go. Russian militia starting to move on that aggression.
Making some movement here.
I'm with you.
This is a fine fucking mess. Quote.
Oh, you got the
best pony.
SKS, of course.
Look at this Russian squad stacking up on the
This
wall.
militia squad, yeah, now pushing in. They're breaching
squad.
2 buildings simultaneously, 3 buildings simultaneously. This is good. Pony goes down to the MTLB. I think he tried to stick his head out the window. He gets snapped right back by the MTLB. And now no one's watching the windows. They're just kind of walking through the building. And everything that could go wrong for Russia is going wrong.
That Russian
Squad 1 and
backup
4
squad.
finally on the scene here.
Yep. They need to get there. Oh, and they're running into the second militia MTLB in the woods. It hasn't found anybody
How many
yet.
lats do we have alive for Russia here?
Russia, I heard it call out that we only have one lat
Oh,
left.
Sonny's got the lat. He's coming up right now.
Clear the buildings one by one, guys.
Nope, he gets
He
one good
connects.
shot out.
Good RPG round. He's gonna scare him off.
Yeah, he's running.
One of the M2.
And now we are in an interesting position. Russia now trying to hold these buildings mixed with militiamen.
Yeah,
this is gonna get exciting. Gonna have a lot of CQB combat here.
Looks like the Russians have sent one fire team wide to our left, at least my left, another one to the right. The recruits are hiding in the back.
Russia now losing control of that outer building. They only have 2 buildings left that they're holding.
Holding? Let's say the middle one there is contested.
Yeah, this middle one is definitely contested. Actually, they have full control of it now. If someone tried to push in, they still have control. Ooh, RPG, second RPG goes off on the MTLB. That gets decrewed. They jump out. They know that that thing might pop any second now with 2 RPG hits on it.
Nice. It's burning. I think they hopped out.
Russia actually doing surprisingly well. I think they're evening out the kills right here. But the second MTLB is going to be pretty dangerous.
Pretty relatively clear. I'm down to 2 guys.
Enemy's pretty close. I'm sure it's they're close.
I'm surprised command has made it this long. Usually one command goes down almost instantly. Oh, excuse me, Google has been down for a few minutes, so. Our main problem is going to be getting recruits into that building alive. Yep, that is going to be a problem.
MTLB on the flank here, opening up. They see these infantrymen, and they're going to try to get fire on it with the HMG.
Oh, body just went flying for no reason. Love that.
Pull this off, it'll be a fucking miracle.
Pony is actually in a okay place to take this back right now. A lot of the militia are in not the most optimal positions, and they're actually making a push right now across quite the epic push across the biggest open field I've ever seen.
Close quarters battle right here.
A couple get shot, but they're all right. They're gonna be bandaging up here. That man that was taking the corner and covering them goes down.
He actually has his pistol out.
We're actually able to pivot. Pony's building getting overrun. He's throwing a frag down the stairs. Let's see if that gets
dangerous. Real dangerous.
Oh, almost gets him.
Doesn't kill anybody.
He's gonna counter push down the
They're
stairs
all bandaging.
as that pops. Oh,
They're
that's
all
good.
bandaging.
That's a good push. That's a good push. That's a good push. Gets 2. And these buildings really equalizing the playing field right here.
Yeah, they're right outside your building.
Yep.
We're making them work for it. Yep, you are a flaccid walrus. Oh, the names. All right.
4, you're not gonna be able to cross.
And Russia actually holding
they're
quite the
pulling it out.
surprising defense. Yeah.
MTLB's coming.
That MTLB hasn't really done anything.
Shit. MTLB's pulling right up into the middle of the fucking street. Actually, I think it's direct west of the building one.
Yeah. It's direct west of the target building. It's right on top of me.
Got the recruits
Alright, 4, sneak.
hiding out on the east.
You can sneak around over here where we are.
Silverman, one of them.
Shit show.
Done great as a recruit. I hope he's learning a lot. That's what you're supposed to do as a recruit, right?
Try and make it
Learn.
happen, that's, I think, the only
Watch and learn. Don't get shot. Stay alive. Well, you can't do much
There's
other than
what?
watch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8. 8
8
militia alive.
RPG goes out.
1, 2, 3, 6. Russia surprisingly has the numbers. The thing is, they don't have lat
They
to
don't have the
do with
armor.
the MTLB.
All they gotta do is sneak those guys.
Oh,
and
oh. Does he see him?
Oh, look at this movement.
Oh, he's getting shot at. He might go down. Who's that? Shadowed? Shots trading back and forth.
One of them has no cover. There we go.
Pony's fire team actually getting ballsy, pushing back out again. A lot of maneuvering here by Russia. It's good to see them actually getting pretty aggressive. You can see them actually moving to take back the city.
This MTLB is like trying to find an angle, but it just can't.
Pony pushing really far out here.
It is watching it. It's swung around the north side of the street.
We're getting shut by
He could get caught in a bad spot. MTLB's rolling around the corner. Rolling around the corner.
Get in cover, buddy. Oh, this poor, he's dead. Wow.
He's dead. This man. Oh wow, he actually got him with his pistol. Is that his pistol?
He's been using that. He was using that in the stairwell. I think
Is he out of ammunition?
He can't be.
We've lost one recruit out of the 4. They're now stationed on this northern side of the building.
MTLB rolling.
Russia actually retook this building over here as well. Wow. Wow. There's only 2 militiamen on foot now.
Wow.
And the MTLB. Wow. This is actually impressive. Despite literally everything that could have gone wrong going wrong, Pony is pulling out. Oh, Pony is pulling out a surprising defense here.
Stay back. Get out of here. One try.
Pony, you say the word, I'll make a run for it.
Stay fucking back. It is right
And now it's just a very dangerous game of cat and mouse.
So where do the recruits actually need to get to? Which building?
You can see Shadow over here trying to distract the MTLB with small arms fire to distract it.
Hey, it works.
And it's
He's
working.
looking that
Yeah, the MTLB is now looking this direction.
It's not taking a bait. It's not going back that
But
way.
it's not moving. He needs smokes. They need to smoke the gunner. So
Yeah,
that
then he can just
can't
move.
see. Oh, there we go. He's moving now.
You can't track it. This isn't War Thunder.
MTOB is turning around.
Oh shit, now you're fucked. He's
Oh,
mad
here we
now.
go. Now he's go. He's taking the bait. Oh,
Through the fence. Go through the fence.
Russia now making the play. What that MTLB distracted. They're going to push hard and fast. They take out 1 militiaman, pushing into the room with aggression. Can they get 2? Oh, no, he doesn't look in while he cleans.
And now the
cleans
MTLB is
building.
gonna flank him.
MTLB's rushing in. Oh, that went wrong. No aggression. You didn't see that. There was no follow through. They got that first guy, but you got to push through that door. You cannot stop.
So which building? Wow. That was a
Oh,
nice one
wow.
tap
That
there.
guy, he gets
Who
one
was
tap
that?
by Stray Dog.
Was that Stray Dog?
I
Nice
believe that was
shot.
Stray
That's
Dog.
a good angle.
Russians just getting shot in the open by the MTLB. This thing virtually indestructible at this point. There's no lat.
They could trick it into flipping itself over. We've seen 2 die this round that way.
And this MTLB is just ready. This is going to be quite an interesting deadlock if the MTLB decides to just stop right here in the center, watching the extraction zone. It looks like he's going to keep trying to push on through.
So Thurman, we got?
Oh,
Thurman
they're making a
and
break
Stray
for
Dog?
it. They're making a break for it. Recruits are now in the extraction building.
Recruits are in. Nice.
We got it. On the top floor.
And I think these, yep, they're dismounting here. It's Krusty and Peyton.
We just gotta wait him out.
We should see an admin broadcast relatively soon, signifying that they have reached the building.
So the MTLB dropped off its gunner. Now he's soloing that, and Peyton grabbing the other vehicle here. MTLB rolling back through town, see if he can sniff anybody out. I think at this point he probably knows he's invincible. There's no lats come out in ages here.
Wait, how many are alive? Oh, there's 3 alive. There's Peyton, Peyton, Krusty, and Cantador.
Oh yeah, this has a gunner. So there were 3 in that MTLB the whole time. Interesting.
Yeah. I think they were still waiting for the Russian MTLBs, but since they never saw any...
I'd be confused if I was them.
Yeah, I would be extremely confused as well. I think that element of surprise might have been enough to, like...
Yeah, it was
and this
it was a
lone soldier
tactical
gets
decision.
Getting shot at.
Losing the MTLB.
He's gonna have to repair, or not repair himself, bandage
You guys
himself.
just hold your buildings.
It's kind of repairing yourself.
Take as many as you can.
Oh, you're so close. Up and left. Up and left. Up. He's upstairs. Come on. Yeah. That house is paper mache to those bullets.
Oh.
Oh. Puts an
Ooh.
RPG out.
And he
misses.
goes down.
Is he down? He's down.
Yeah. And then we had to fall back.
Contact south of us.
And there we go. That probe coming out from the admin team now.
That's not something you want to hear when you're the last man alive on
Something you
militia.
want to hear. Oh, he's just gonna light up the building with the.
That almost took out 2 heads right there.
I'm not sure if he has enough rounds to get everyone though.
That was a good call by Silverman there. Get away from the walls. Don't stick your feet out. That's one of my pet peeves. Not being aware of your body and how they interact with the environment.
Oh, he's lighting it up.
They're scared. Everyone's prone.
Okay, so how long?
60.
Until one team's wiped.
Or they.
Unless those guys.
stop being in
There goes the engine. Let's see when they
Did he
dismount.
get out?
Yeah.
No. This is what it looks like. That's what it looks like when you're in a building. There's an MTLB outside.
Footsteps, guys.
Oh, he's still trying for it.
That much scarier when they shoot.
Oh, he got out.
Oh,
See how long he survives.
and
I'll
that's
give him
one
a
out. That's
20.
Krusty out.
Oh, there's 2 of them.
Both
Yep.
of them out.
Nice. One's got a grenade.
Oh, nope.
And get
Nope.
back in. Get back in. Oh, and he's down.
And that's it.
That's the game.
Russia pulling off a surprising
turnaround
comeback after losing both vehicles and their lats to shenanigans.
We objectively should not have won. We had no armor and no lats, but yet we still pulled it off.
Best Pony is stroking his own ego right here.
He's not as angry now that he won. He would have been quite furious at those MTLB drivers.
Cannot be stopped.
I wonder if they're still going to be blacklisted.
There's no way everybody his run.
All right, round 2 coming up. Going to take a little break here. Regroup, reset. This one actually takes a little bit to reset. We got to move some assets around to get it
so
going.
we'll be taking a little break here. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, we're gonna put on a couple trailers for you guys. We'll be back with round 2. My name is Karmakut, founder and director here at Squad Ops. I'm joined by Tedish.
Yo.
One of our admins and
Just an
commentators, obviously. And then we've got Penn behind the scenes working all those multicam perspectives for you guys. But yeah, thanks so much. This was squadops.gg, Operation Fishhook Round 1. We'll be going to Round 2 momentarily. There's no One Life events. If you'd like to learn more, head over to squadops.gg. Check out youtube.com/squadops or twitch.tv/squadops to watch more. But yeah, we're going to pause it right here, get a quick break, intermission, and we'll be right back with Round 2.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming out to SOTT Basic. I'm your instructor today, Hammering Hutch. You guys can simply just call me Hutch. When we are suppressing an enemy target, the whole intent of this is to keep the enemy's head down so an adjacent unit can maneuver onto them. During this process, we have a thing that happens automatically and organically, whether it be with buddy teams or fire teams. The whole intent is to ensure there's no lull in the gunfire, thus talking guns. Open fire. Contact front. Alpha, bound. I'm up. He sees me. I'm down. Bravo, bound. I'm up. He sees me. I'm down. All right, Bravo set. Alpha up. He sees me. I'm down. You're now in what is known as a file. You're now in what is known as a staggered column, and usually used when on patrol or when moving from one location to another where contact is imminent. And these are a few of the basic formations that we use during squad ops. The SOTT Advanced Weapons Systems course was created to ensure Squad Ops participants share the same knowledge and understanding of the use and applications of mission-specific weapons and the basic tactics involved in their deployment. The Automatic Rifleman. The Automatic Rifleman is the foundation of a fire team and/or squad. The job of the Automatic Rifleman is to deliver a high volume of prolonged, effective suppressing fire on enemy positions to allow the maneuver of friendly units during offensive operations and the repelling of enemy attacks in defensive operations. The Grenadier, a key member of the fire team and squad. The Grenadier is first and foremost a rifleman who is capable of delivering accurate fire of both high explosive and smoke rounds on point and area targets at varying distances. One of the other added benefits of the Grenadier is to engage dead space, which is essentially an area that cannot be hit by direct fires. The Light Anti-Tank Gunner. Soldiers carrying light anti-tank weapons are, just as Grenadiers, riflemen first. They are the ideal infantry-based counter to both lightly armored and thin-skinned vehicles. At short, medium, and far distances, the rockets fired are a viable weapon against groups of infantry as well. The SOTT Advanced Weapons Systems course, although not a requirement, is highly encouraged for Squad Ops participants to join to expand their knowledge of how to utilize the tools that are given to us within Squad.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to round 2 of Operation Fishhook, brought to you by SquadOps.gg. SquadOps.gg is a One Life community. We host One Life events, training, and public servers. Check us out at SquadOps.gg to learn more. My name is Karmakut. My name is Karmakut. I'm the founder and director over here at SquadOps. I'm joined by Tedish.
Yo.
He's one of our admins and commentators. He's going to be joining me and co-hosting this operation tonight. We're also joined by Penn. He's behind the scenes, the man behind the scenes with the magic. He is working all these multicam perspectives for you guys. If you take a look at the top right of your screen, you'll see names attached to cameras, and we'll cycle through those real fast. And that's the perspective that you're watching at the current moment. You'll see those names change as we continue on here through our cameras. But yeah, we're rolling on to episode 2 or round 2 of Operation Fishhook. This is a Russia versus militia operation, and the basis is that Russia is going to retrieve a 4-man scout team on the eastern side of the river. Russia will start on the west. And militia will do everything they can to stop that from happening, but if it does happen, they will have to extract at shipping yard, and militia will have to stop that as well. We're going to go through here and take a look at the operation briefing that is done by our content creation team. This is a fantastic relay. We'll go and show you all the assets for this operation, as well as the general operation overview. So we'll roll that for you right now. So last round, we saw a pretty surprising comeback by Russia after losing both their MTLB to human error. Yeah. So we'll see how we do round 2 for the Russian team this time. We did a team swap here, and we'll go through the squad leaders after this reel is done. But you'll see that the operation doc says that the Russians are moving to retrieve a 4-man squad on the eastern side of the river. Once they are able to extract them, they will move to shipping yard for final duration of the mission.
Both teams get some vehicles, 2 heavy assets on each side, and then some lighter assets, transports, and the such. Those are major players usually, and a nice caveat with that is they must cross bridges. So normally squad, you can run across the river, you can drive across the river, at least on this map, no penalties, but we enforce in this scenario that you have to cross bridges, so that adds a lot more tactics into the play. Controlling those bridges is huge.
Yep, there is 100% vehicle restrictions here, and infantry restrictions on the river. So it's going to be interesting to see how Russia plays with that, especially militia can get across that bridge really fast with the technicals, and they can cause some havoc on the western side of the river. But yeah, let's take a look at the squad leads. We've got team swap after round 1. So we have the Crusty Ruskies. I do believe that is going to be the recruit squad, as you can see here with the blank diamonds. This squad is going to be located on the far east side. You see squad 1 all the way on the right-hand side of my screen right here. This is the squad that needs to get rescued. As we look through here throughout the other squad leaders, for squad 2, we have Silent Death. For squad 3, we have Chappie. Squad 4, Truth Realm. Squad 5, or Command, is Google Trex. It's also Google's birthday today, so happy birthday, Google. On the opposite team, the militia team, we have Shadow Ritual leading squad 1, Pure Paradise leading squad 2, Silverman leading squad 3, and then squad 4 is going to be led by LaRue, and 5 is Command is Pony on the militia side this time. So we did that team swap, so you're seeing different commanders on different teams, but it should be interesting to see how the difference in execution applies here.
Yeah, did I say Chappie? I'm sorry.
Yeah, last round we had the recruit squad hiding on the train bridge in the middle of the map, which was an interesting maneuver. We've never seen that happen before. It ended up working out fairly well, as there was a medium-sized conflict around just south of Bunker, and then the Russians actually retreated while they sent their MTLBs around the north side of the map. Just hooked them all the way around, rescued the recruits from the back, and then drove back around to the north side of the shipping yard. In the meantime, there were a lot of shenanigans going on, a lot of people dying, a couple MTLBs flipped. It ended up being the Russians pulled it out with some good maneuvering, close quarters combat, good stuff at the shipping yard hard point there. We'll see what happens here. I'm questioning the wisdom of, see how these guys are spread out at the radio station here. If you're trying to hide, I'm going back and forth in my head. Like, you gotta all be on the same compound here. Do you want people to be spread out so they only find one of you at a time? Or you want everyone to be all in eggs in one basket? And my thought is all eggs in one basket, because stealth is your ultimate, because you can't win. It's 4 versus, you know, however many that can swarm in. You've got to stay hidden, right? If they see any of you, you're all gonna die within a minute.
Knowing Pony, we might not even see a scout run. We might see a pretty aggressive play by Pony to take the shipping yard on the extract zone before a Russia even extracts, and then set up there and face out. But we'll see what kind of cheeky strategy Pony goes for. Pony known for taking those weird strategies and putting on a good show for us.
The 9-year flank, yeah. We'll see what happens. I feel like that's kind of the meta for this map, this operation, because the area is large enough that you feel like your chances of actually finding the squad are slim. I remember being a squad lead on this, and we were tasked with pushing across the river, making first contact aggressively, and taking out what we can. And apparently I was within spitting distance of the recruits on the other side of the fence.
Yes, I remember that. They were in the compound right next to you.
Yeah, I got a lot of flack
for it. Clear the building.
It wasn't even on my mind that, hey, maybe I should be looking for these guys. I was worried about the whole Russian team coming down on us and causing as much mayhem as you can. So, yeah, it's interesting how that plays into things, being such a large area. You know that they're in one of those 4 grid squares, but what did we go over before? Each one of these grid squares is roughly 300 meters, so that's what, 3,600 square meters to cover.
It's a large.
It's a lot. It's a big area.
This is one of the biggest maps in Squad currently, so taking the time to scout every single location can get quite time consuming pretty fast. But yeah, so Russia does have squad comms with the scout unit, and they will be coordinating their extract with the MTLBs, I would assume, unless they're sending the trans across. Yeah, I'm curious to see how Google's Google's plan is to extract these guys, whether he's going to be taking the full force or silently extracting them with a single vehicle.
It is interesting to have the map open, and because since the game's still alpha, there's a couple bugs, and in admin flying over mode, you can see all the red marks getting put down, but we don't know which team is putting down the red marks, so we can only speculate, being like, you see, you know, an APC mark on the map, and we're like, okay, maybe they're talking about attacking that. But, maybe not. Maybe it's the defense. So hard to judge. I guess we could be are the U.S. setting up to brief at this point?
Google just finished his final platoon brief. Excuse me, command brief, and they're going to be starting their platoon brief momentarily.
All right, probably we'll listen to that, get a better clue what's going on that side.
Just try and sprinkle them more or less evenly where they get eyes along that road.
That was the first for me. I've never seen that happen before in the first round.
So, like, plunk yourself down on a hill with binocs, send one guy all the way over to that.
Looks like we can listen into the
militia
briefing through one of our cams. How handy is that?
Clears the farms. They're to initiate an attack with their technicals from the woods and their infantry on the apartment building to try and draw fire away from the main assault force. But if they clear the farms with no contact, then they're to hold there and stand by for orders to initiate their further assault through the woods. Does that make sense to everyone? As always, the plan will develop further as we're in motion, so just be ready to have your orders countermanded and countermanded again and get shuffled around like to 3 different locations, because this assault is rid of those recruits. That's the goal. The Russian counterintelligence team is the objective. Killing all the Russians would be a nice bonus, but if we only kill the Russian intel team, that's our job here. We are a expendable platoon of untrained like freedom fighters. We're not here to survive. We're here to get the mission accomplished. All right, makes sense.
Hoorah!
We get you, sir.
Beautiful. All right, everyone get to your respective vehicles, and we shall begin.
All right, roll up here, boys. I'm gonna drive ESP. Just have them respawn.
All right, so what did we hear up there? I wasn't privy to that. I was watching out for the militia.
All right.
Or I guess neither of us heard that. Excuse me. I thought we were listening to the Russian one. That was the militia squad. How are the Russians looking up there?
Just some finishing touches going on right now. Once again, this is Squad Ops One Life event, which means that once you go down, that is it. It's night. You must then spectate the rest of the match. You can find out more about Squad Ops at squadops.gg. Learn about what other media platforms we're on, as well as how to join these events. We do have a couple asset overlays that we'd like to show you guys. We have an MTLB overlay here, as you can see as we pull it up. The MTLB is a moderately armored, moderately speed vehicle. It's mainly used for light fire support and massive transport. This thing is one of the largest transport capabilities within Squad. However, out of all the armored vehicles, it is the weakest. It's almost as strong as a Humvee, actually. So pretty thin vehicle despite the appearance of the armor.
We also need to note how loud they are. I really feel like that should be one of its statistics, and it would be off the goddamn charts.
That is true. That is true. The loudness of these vehicles is the MTLBs. You cannot sneak these anywhere.
Are there? Oh, there it is. Next, we got my favorite, SPG Techie. It's a Techie, so it's fast. Unfortunately, the glass is what's protecting you from bullets, which is not great against 5.56 or 7.62 in this case against the Russians. It does have that sweet SPG round on top of it. I think you get, 6 of those? So you got plenty of ammunition to take out three heavily armored vehicles. It's just a question of whether or not you can get those rounds off. Good hit and run. The reload between rounds is surprisingly long, but if you know how to use it, you got a good driver, a good gunner. It has almost no drop on the round over an extreme distance, and the velocity coming out of that barrel is very high. So it is surprisingly easy to get long distance shots accurately on that thing. So it's a great tool in the right hands, but it's really easy to go in over your head and rush in, get everybody shot out, and asset wasted. That's usually what happens, but we'll see what happens this time.
All right, Russia now ready for their platoon brief. We're going to listen in as Google Treks briefs these guys on the plan to extract those scout units.
We have everybody? Did everybody come back in? I'll assume that's yes. Okay. Alrighty. Welcome to round 2, where we get to be the retrieval defenders team. Did a good job last time, guys. Came down to just a few guys, so did a good job with the clear. We just ended up a little bit outmanned at the end there. Let's go ahead and move into the plan for this round. So Squad 1 is our recruit squad. You can see them on your map now, down in India 7 E1. And they are going to wait there for Squad 2's fire team, which is going to take the trans, and they're going to do a big, long, circuitous route. It's going to take them a little while, so we're not really expecting the guys back very quickly. They're going to take the trans down to get the recruit team. The remainder of Squad 2 is going to secure their return route along the west to east MSR that runs into Shipping Yard, the one running through the 3 row there on this mark. And he will get you set it up. So Squad 3 is going to be on the southeast edge on the target mark. On the southeast edge of the apartments. Their Squad 3 is going to be in charge of manning the southeast forest and the city proper, the apartment proper. Dispersed as your squad lead sees fit, you will be in control of one of the MTLBs. Squad 4 also will have one of the MTLBs to assist them in manning the south end buildings, right about here on the gun mark, as well as manning the exfil building for the recruit. They will make sure that that building stays secure for the recruits to return to, as well as repelling any enemy forces that push south to north. That is the gist of the plan. Very simple. Lock it down in a single area. We're not going to do any fancy maneuvering. It's going to pick buildings, pick corners, pick hills, and hold tight. It's going to be a long time, not a long time, but a good amount of time for the recruits to get back to it. Any questions?
So which way is the transport truck going to go down? I missed that.
The transport team knows their route, but basically they're going to go along the northern. They're going to go along this northern bridge. On mark. They're going to come south from Akeem, catch the recruits. Then they're going to proceed south to the train bridge. They're going to cross and follow the tracks all the way to the western MSR. And then once they get to that, they're going to go north to this intersection just south of us right now, and then come at us from the west to return the recruits to us. Like I said, long drive.
What if trans
Who's driving?
group...
Good luck.
What if the
So
trans
if
group
the
is intercepted?
If the trans group is intercepted, a fire team in the MTLB will go directly to them. They will move south out of here along the MSR and attempt to exfil. I assume if the transport's intercepted, that the enemy team will not be in a position to intercept an MTLB taking a different route. Any other questions?
Where do the opposing forces actually spawn from? Do they just go straight from Maine?
No, they're at Russia, Maine right now. We swapped spots with them.
No, that's what I'm saying, but they spawn more forward from their main base spawn point. Like, do they get rallies?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
never
they're
mind.
all going to
Stupid
start in the
question.
same spot we do. Okay. Any other questions?
Riflemen allowed to use their sandbags?
Absolutely. Anything you have, you're allowed to use. Any other questions? Caveat on the sandbags. If your squad leader wants you to save them, is how your squad leader tells you. Alright, squad leaders, break them out. Let's get mounted up in the vehicle and call for life.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Alright, boys, lock in.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Alright, I went to use the roast
Alright, who's
so
my
I missed out
driver?
on all of it.
He's there.
My fire team
We're taking the forward
correct?
Alright, this round?
Oh no, are we a view of the squad?
No, we're not.
Partially.
Alright.
Chaffee, my buddy southeast in the woods, correct?
I can't hear you. 1 second.
Yes. Yeah, if they make it back, you're collapsed back to the building with them, and Squad 2 is going to be in charge of manning the building.
All right, so we've got the plans briefed. We're standing by for a lifetime, and it's going to be quite an exciting round. I do believe that that the Russians are going to hold shipping and secretly extract that team, while the militia are going to be pushing through hell and high water towards shipping yards. So it's going to be a massive fight at shipping. So we'll see how that goes down.
How are they going to secretly extract? I wasn't able to listen. I was down here watching the militia. Did they go over that?
Yeah, I believe they're going to lock down shipping and then secretly extract the
but how?
team. I don't know. I'm not sure. We'll see.
Like Blackhawk? Or are they sending it in, like, what's going on here?
We'll see here.
Live
Same exact live time as before, 1:29. So we'll be live here in about 1 minute. But yeah, it looks like a exciting op. It's gonna be going on tonight.
It's always exciting. Very rarely dull. Actually, I don't think I've ever had a dull op. Doesn't matter. It's always good. Doesn't matter what happens. Even if you die first off the bat, it's still fun. Then you get to watch everybody else die and make fun of them.
That's the secret, guys. Like, pro tip. Just zigzag back and forth.
I couldn't zigzag because I didn't know where I was
You guys are so intense.
They are.
45 seconds.
Dude, I had...
They
They'll be
are
more
ready
intense
and waiting.
if they were camping. Get it? Be more intense? Oh, you know a joke's good when you need to explain it.
Jesus.
What do we got? 20 seconds. One of our cams there, Crispy, looking out. If you can see me floating around, I'd be right in front of me.
Free has helped me.
Good driving technique here. Hands at 10 and 2. I like it. Ultimate focus. Oh, man, they're off. Look at that. Here we go. Matter calls live. All right, Militia blitzing north, as you might have expected.
All right. See what happens.
Oh, wow, this MTLB is sliding like it's Tokyo Drift here.
Yeah, these MTLBs extremely slippery and loud, as I can barely hear myself think hovering above them. But yeah, they're gonna be pushing out the shipping yard. Looks like taking that left out of Maine. Same kind of formation, trans in the front, 2 MTLBs in the back. Hopefully they don't flip them.
Interesting mechanic to put in is an actual sonic weapon that actually just is so loud that no one can like actually communicate effectively in game.
Oh yeah, dude. Like map-wide flashbangs.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you know, like the directed sonic weapons or whatever. Isn't some of that going on? There was, I heard in the news today, it was like, oh, where was it? Cuba or something? Someone's screwing with our diplomats over there? I don't know.
No, that was a long time ago.
No, it happened again like yesterday.
Oh, it happened again?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
I hit that corner.
Oh, looks like we have Silent Death exiting the vehicle. I'm not sure what he's doing. Is he a scout? Is he going to be scouting? But yeah, they're all heading to shipping.
Ooh, looks like the
We'll
recruits
see how this
might,
develops.
they're gonna hear this MTLB about shortly, and then see it a year later.
Yep. So rush militia. Oh, spinning the techie out. I saw that on my map.
Yep.
Someone hit something.
Hopefully
and
it didn't flip
spun
over.
out.
Yeah, just dot them along hills too. Get them in hills and places where they can.
All right, let's get the infantry in position now, boys.
Oh, the MTLBs.
All right, everyone out.
Let's see. Looks like both teams.
Let's push up.
Kind of have the same idea as the MTLB. Well, maybe not. Looks like these are moving out now.
This trans is gonna have a rude surprise as soon as they cross this bridge.
Ooh, trans versus
They've got
SPG.
2 technicals on the far side here.
Are they gonna cross? Is this
I
their
don't
secret
know.
extract force? Not too secret. I like the green lights.
Oh,
on
here
the,
we go. This could be bad. That technical is almost in position. Oh, they're booking it across. Technical sees him. Is he? He doesn't have a gunner.
On the
He
flip
doesn't have a
side,
gunner. Oh, militia! Oh, he's in the gun now. He might get tagged.
MTLB is
that's
rolling up
one round on
recruit
the
location.
on the trans.
MTLB is unloading troops at the recruit location. It's a full squad.
RPG misses the trans. This trans taking technical and light arms.
These guys are shitting their pants. Oh, they found him. Recruits have been found. One is killed. Oh, they found the other one. Where are the others? Why can't I see them? Throwing a grenade in. Oh, that grenade's... Oof. So what happens when the recruits get wiped out before they
Still have
get
to
recruited?
extract.
Are the rest of them?
There's 2 of us left. Oh, there's 2 still alive? Yes, sir.
We got one down. Yeah, why can't I see them all?
No one checked this building properly.
There we go.
2 people walked by this building and no one checked it properly. No one went in that building and checked it. No one. They peeked their heads out in, but no one freaking cleared that room.
They probably think they're all.
If this one soldier.
They cut engines. Oh, I see one in front of me. I'm not gonna shoot.
That's a standoff right there. Oh, it's a grenade! Run! Kill!
Oh no, he goes down.
One more down. Now they're gonna sweep down there and check it. Oh wait, what? Wow.
This one soldier
in the blue shack. Yeah.
Just because of sheer incompetency.
Keep reporting in every.
Oh wait, no, is this guy up?
Gotcha.
No, there's two guys here.
There's two left. Yep. Oh! Wow, he pokes his wet gun in the window there.
They are clearing the compound.
Here we go. Here we go.
Let's see if he checks it again. Nope. Oh, he got him.
Oh,
he chokes. Oh no, that's two casualties.
Oh, 3 down, 1 left. Spraying through those barrels. So screwed, buddy. Wow.
Oh, bullet pen not working as intended right now.
I think it is. There's just 2 layers there. There's 2 layers of fence. They're both tin, but apparently it works. He's got to be out of ammo here real soon. Can you surrender?
Oh, he got squad leader. Oh my God! These recruits are doing work. He does not have a bandage. This soldier does not have a. Oh no, that's it. Night. But that's 2 squad leads. These are 2 squad leaders right here that are now down.
Team kills.
Oh my God! Wait! Best pony got killed by that. That's militia command. Oh my God! These 4 recruits dealing a ridiculous amount of damage to militia before they go down.
Good job. They learned a lot. They learned, you know, they didn't survive, but they learned.
Oh my Lord, that was. Oh, and finally the MTLB decides to shoot through the sheet metal, but it's a little bit too late at this point.
All right, so now the Russians are like, "Fuck, our intel's down. We got this group of people in a transport over here. What are they gonna do?" So the primary objective completed. Secondary objective should probably be announced soon. Although both teams already know it. There's no confusion about what happened there.
Let's look at the casualties.
Wow, the odds of that happening. The Russians picked, they drove straight there with their MTLB and jumped everybody out. I mean, I guess it's a decent place to stage for either side, but
yeah.
Oof.
That was unlucky. Whatever happened to that trans? Did that trans make it out alive?
It's up in the woods. It's got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 people alive in it, including the driver.
Where's the
driving? It's driving cross country southwest, past industrial park.
Oh, I see. I see it. Okay, I see it. That was insane.
Adam Williams. This is round 2. Beginning of round 2, although maybe the end of round 2. No, we'll have them fight.
That trans gonna run straight into the trans gonna run straight into the MTLB. I want to see this. Oh, I don't know if I'm gonna get there in time.
I'm on it. I'm on it.
They're gonna run head to head,
straight into each other.
I can't. I want to see this. I'm not gonna see it.
I mean, you know what's gonna happen. Here we go.
Yeah, right.
It's like, holy shit! It's a transport. Shoot it! What are you talking about? That thing! Shoot it! Still hasn't shot. Seriously, dude? There we go. He's like, oh, I see it now. Oh!
Oh, it goes down.
Oh, right, because he took an SPG round and probably some Dishka fire before that. That was about 2 rounds.
Is that all full complete down wipe?
They're all dead. So, about everything going wrong for the Russians again, but they'll pull it out.
Well, they're actually able to do a substantial amount of damage while...
Yeah, those 4 recruits.
Was getting hit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kills for the recruits. That's not bad for just a couple rounds.
It's not bad at all. And 1 squad leader and 1 command. That's gonna be the thing that hurts Russia or militia the most right now.
Yeah, because actually now they really need the command because they're assaulting a hardened position.
Yeah, so we're gonna see how militia comes back from this. Russia already solidified on their defense with 2 MTLBs this time.
Yeah. I almost feel like maybe we should change the op to make it so if the recruits get killed, then militia get to retreat and set up a hardened defense somewhere, and the Russians have to come, save the bodies of the intel team or something. Because I feel like the militia should be rewarded for completing their main objective. Instead, they're kind of punished. Maybe not. It's all fun, but... Alright, so now we're going to have a little lull between action here as the militia regroup for their assault. Looks like they got one MTLB in the north, MTLB in the north, the other one in the south, coming up. Still got both techies
Great
up.
match. Great match there, I must say.
Good action both rounds. I don't think we've ever had a recruit team discovered.
We've had it happen at least twice.
Oh, yeah?
At
Okay.
least twice. But yeah. Let's see. Best pony going down. Command should not have been trying to fight the recruits. You got to let your team handle it. Don't need to expose yourself to unnecessary danger.
To be fair, he got team killed by a grenade.
To be fair, but still, no need to expose yourself that close. That's almost as bad as when I pop my head up and get snapped.
Yeah, true.
Yeah,
You
many
know,
different
I'm
things.
addicted. I'm addicted to binocs on rooftops. I can't resist.
Many different things in the chat there. How many matches before before the event is done? This is the second round, 2 of 2 for tonight.
Yeah.
We'll have more on Saturday. Another 4 rounds, 2 in the afternoon, 2 in the evening, depending on your time zone, I guess. Check out squadops.gg to find those exact times for you.
Thank you.
Yep.
All right. Calm before the storm. Everyone's staging up here on these rocks for the militia.
Yeah, I think they're waiting for that second MTLB to arrive.
Scouting that out. Looking at those trees. Maybe find some nice birds. This guy might be a bird watcher. Take some off his list while he's here in this foreign country.
Okay, I'm sending it.
Actually, I guess he's a local. Never mind. The Russians would be
You
the.
send a guy or yourself just a little bit north. I want to see if they're gonna come along.
I want to see that squad. That's a modification for squad. Bird watching and like wildlife viewing. Photographer. Squad photographer.
Squad photographer.
It'd be a whole new meaning to running simulation or walking simulation. Back in the old days, before vehicles, right? Walk for 10 minutes, get shot before you see the enemy. Repeat. Frustrated a few people.
Just the forwarders that we know of.
Wonder if they give those drivers the MTLB's earplugs. I almost want to like take your headphones
earplugs
off.
in vehicles, just like yeah. Oh,
like
look at this
armor?
14.5 in a cheeky position.
Oh yeah, let's see the
against
defense.
the building with the fence to the. It is just enough elevation that it barely can peek over this fence. This is a deadly spot. Oh, and then I didn't even spot this MTLB. This MTLB is just tucked away in this bush. It has become the bush MTLB. Very good placements right here.
Seeing those. Oh, they're kind of next to each other. Gotcha.
Yeah, that's how nicely they're kind of tucked away here.
Oh. You don't think of using concealment so much for a large piece of armor like that, but
Yeah.
it kind of works, maybe.
Kind of. If it was not in the center of town, I think it would work a little better. Like if they picked a bush that was a little off to the side, but it'll be interesting to see that the advantage here is that both vehicles can kind of cover each other from this position. All right, militia is now regrouped, and they're going to be pushing off here momentarily. We see all of them dismount. All of Russia is now, or excuse me, militia is dismounted. They're going to proceed on foot with the vehicles in tow. I'm curious as to who took command after Pony went down.
Yeah, it's always ooh. I mean, do you give it to the guy that lost the bet and had to change his name? Why does he still have that name, anyways? I think he likes it.
Yeah, I think I think he's committed at this.
Root.
Oh, trigger discipline. Shame.
Oh, did someone pop?
Shame. Who was it? I think it was Mr. Saw over here.
I think it was far enough away. I was floating around the Russians and didn't hear anything.
Go. Yeah. I'm gonna watch up here.
But yeah, they're waiting for something.
Me and my tech crew is gonna respond.
If you wait long enough, there's a chance someone will
Paradise
disconnect.
and Silverman, though,
Might be on
he's
your
getting
team.
those Vicks and
There we
roll
go.
up to the edge of the map now.
3-0 Mike just disconnected. Maybe he was dead already.
I got that good.
Alright, we're gonna be driving the vehicles up the edge of the map, west.
Here we go. Russians sending out some recon a little bit. Who is this? Piddle. Told to go over the hill. Go check that hill, Piddle. Looking for birds. Maybe the odd gray squirrel.
The odd squirrel.
Prone in a bush. This is what I like to see. You gotta have circles of defense, right? If everyone's in the same circle and it's really tight, you got nowhere to maneuver to. You gotta have lines that you can retreat and react to and from.
All right, these MTLBs pushing out now, loud as all hell.
Piddle can't hear him yet. He will definitely be the first one to hear. He might piddle his pants when he sees. Sorry, that was horrible. Had to do it. When he gets the full weight of the militia force on him, he might just hide in this bush. That's what I'd do. It's a good bush. These like low, brushy groups of shrubs have great like concealment. Without binoculars or optics, good luck seeing that.
Yeah.
And he'll be able to see you for quite a ways. Well, that's fish on his back.
Looks like these MTOBs are actually going to break off. I believe they're going to try to hit from a different side. Militia infantry now just starting to pick it up a little bit. Taking their sweet time. We got squad 1, a 3-man element here pushing in from this side. I believe squad 4 is waiting in the rear with the technicals to pull up. They're using that speed to get into the fight a little bit later.
The edge of this bridge in case they try to come behind us.
Chappie hears it. Chappie's squad hears the MTLB. Yeah, he's like, a faint sound to the north, sir. I'm reporting a faint sound.
Truth, stay in the south.
That'd be Piddle.
Squad 2, what's left of you, orient north.
Militia
Trying to
just
get
set up here.
the right combination of stencils and name outlines is always tricky. If you're ever playing these events and you're flying around an admin cam, it's a good controls to grasp, or else it gets just too chaotic around. So it sounds like, wow, it's okay. So the militia are sending those MTLBs way around to the north.
Yep, he's hugging. He knows how loud those things are. He's like, I want you to go as far as you can.
Which, I mean, I don't think they might have heard a glimpse of it, but I don't think they have a direction on the audio at this point. I'm hovering at Piddle, who's their furthest north scout. Can't hear a thing.
Yeah, the dinner bell, those vehicles. The death trap. There's so many just bad names, bad nicknames for the MTLB. The tin can.
I haven't heard
just
dinner
very
before.
bad, just very bad vehicles. Yeah, dude, coming down the road. Hey, lads, get ready. He's coming in. They're coming in. He's 300 meters out. Let's get ready. You can't even drift those things in. Like, even if you shut off the engines and you roll that vehicle in, those tracks still clank, 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 clank. Yeah.
I fucking hate these, dude.
Still loud even with the engine off. It's just those tracks. Squad 1 over here taking their sweet time trying to get on this eastern flank. I don't know how well this is going to go for militia. Russia is in defense.
Yeah, they're heavily entrenched. Although I didn't see any sandbags up.
They have a couple riflemen.
Yeah, infantry sandbags.
A lot of people forget to use their abilities, but do not.
Piddle in potential visual, but not really. Superhuman eyesight might see these guys, but they are in LOS. It's Hyper Evo, Creston. It's Piddle? Oh, Google. I was like, what? Is he talking to himself? But we got Google Treks over here with Piddle scouting out.
Yeah. I keep thinking I hear
Squad 1 getting closer to Squad 5. Is that Google all the way to the north?
I heard vehicles like 60, then they disappeared.
Yes, that is. Google's out here all the way to the far north scouting with Piddle.
Oh, he's running. He's running straight into an enemy fire team.
We talked about commands getting a little bit overzealous.
Here come those techies.
He's far out here without any support. Techies now rolling in fast on the left side of my screen.
Going straight over the top of a hill. This is how not to be seen. How not to be seen. I guess, does he have a background? He kind of has a background. He's got trees.
He's got that nice Russian green camo.
Yeah. Just don't move. They can't see you if you don't move.
Oh, now he's on the tippy top of the hill.
Those guys are on the other side of the hill. He's not actually
no important
in
information
LOS of anyone.
Squad. Yeah.
Oh, except for
How
those,
much?
that squad to his southeast.
Oh, those are the guys on the other side.
Potentially see him.
Oh, he's spotted.
He's spotted.
No,
maybe not. He's like, Commander, I see movement. Never mind, it was a squirrel.
Wow, look at Google. He's getting real ballsy now. What are you doing, buddo? I know it's your birthday, but calm down.
He's flanking this. He's unintentionally flanking this fire team.
Oh, crossing the wide open field with no support.
Wow, he's behind him. He is officially flanking this fire team without even knowing it.
Is he really gonna clear this?
Now he's stopping in the middle.
All right,
of an
Google,
open
are you
field.
okay?
He's like, sorry, I had an aneurysm, minor one. It's passed.
He's gonna clear this compound by himself. Even if what is he? This is Google. You are insane. You're a madman.
He's feeling lucky.
I guess, yeah, he's feeling lucky.
He's like, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm going straight to the slot machines. I hear there's some great ones in the shipping yard town. There you go. This fire team's gonna run into their eastern scout here in a couple seconds. Who is that?
He's
hiding
so curious. He's so curious. He's like a child. It's like running, frolicking in the wilderness with not a care.
Well, he's in a good spot.
Far. He's so far from everybody. He's so far.
He's gonna be safe.
He's like 400 meters away from the closest friendly element. What is he looking for? You're insane. He's just enjoying his time.
Bird watching.
Looking at the beautiful Gordok. Look at this. This is a good screenshot. Just birthday boy enjoying the scenery, taking a nice vacation.
He's gonna go take a bath in the river.
That's where he's going.
In his birthday suit. Is he really?
He's going all the way to the river.
Meanwhile, looks like the militia on the southwest side of town are mobilizing a little bit more. Running across an open field here. The scout. Wow, that's ballsy.
He's now separated from the rest of his team by squad 1 of the militia team.
Oh, scout gets spotted in the middle of an open field. He's officially fucked. How have they not killed him? Yep, and he's down. There we go. Good shot. Good shots. Predictable outcome by crossing a 300-meter field.
Google's gonna be walking in. Oh my god. Why, Google? You have signed your own. Oh, he sees him.
Your guy?
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
They shooted,
but
he killed someone.
Oh my god. Google, what are you doing?
Alright, don't reorient.
Russians repositioning their
my
MTLB.
God, he's within 20 meters!
Confirm contact from
Oh my god, they just walked right by each other. They just walked right by each other.
Is that the...
Yeah, we're not moving.
No,
He's clueless.
That's yours. No, that's yours.
They just swap positions.
Just remember the areas of responsibility.
Just swap positions. Oh my god.
Yeah, we don't know yet. I saw 1 infantry, so.
Yeah, they're doing a giant circle around looking
Oh my
for...
lord.
looking
I
for their
can't
outer
believe they
scout.
were literally within 15 meters of each other. Like within visual, like there was no line of sight blockage. They could have seen each other.
I'm gonna get kicked for lone wolfing.
Google way over there on the left, that little blue dot. I think one of his squad leaders just said, "We're gonna kick you for lone wolfing."
Be advised, we have positive contact on approximately squad size element.
All right,
Oh,
and
oh,
here we
Truth
go. We
calling it
got
out.
contact reports coming in from the west.
Posture indicates sneaking south.
Posture indicates sneaking south. I've never heard that one before. I like it. Sneaking posture. It's +4 to stealth. And you get 40% extra backstab damage.
Militia are gonna try to cross this open field. Gonna be extremely difficult, but they have the MTLB support here as well.
That's where one of their guys already went down. That scout went down.
See, militia actually has a great surround on the compound. We're gonna see how they can actually break this, though. Yeah, this AR could start opening up and locking down some movement over there on the far west. But let's see. Oh, you can hear that. Oh.
Oh, we can see the MTLB now. Hopefully, he's looking at that, being like, "Shit, I'm fucked."
Can you see him from here?
He should definitely be backing the fuck up right now.
Dead. Yep.
There we go.
This guy's dead.
He's down.
Oh wow.
Yep. Dead. I know a dead soldier. As soon as you see that turret swivel around, you just go, "Yep, all right, I give up."
That's a good learning opportunity there. So, where this guy was positioned on top of this hill, he had nowhere to retreat to quickly, right?
MTLBs can see each other, but they're not looking in the right direction.
The bush MTLB?
Yeah, the bush MTLB. He might actually start getting engaged on. Let's see if he swivels. He's not looking. Oh,
yeah, they should be able to see each other. You're right.
Here we go. He's gonna see him. He's gonna see him right here. He's gonna see him. No, he's not swiveling far right enough.
Oh, I've got eyes on. Just
no, this MTLB sees him. He's gonna start engaging in a second here.
That is an MTLB.
He's waiting for the second MTLB to roll.
Oh, there we go.
Position. Here we go, and round's going out.
Not even reacting.
He's clueless. He is. Yeah. No, this is a dead MTLB.
Yep. He dismounted.
It's on fire.
Who is that? Shame.
They haven't killed it yet. Maybe they're waiting for people to get in it before they shoot it. What was that?
Oh, that was a 40. That was a 40 mag from downtown, landing on the top of that MTLB.
Point.
That was literally on the top of the MTLB.
So,
yeah, this is no bueno. This is no bueno.
There was a commander or a squad lead next to that MTLB where that grenade went off. I don't know where he went. Maybe he jumped in. I think he did, but that would have killed him. Yeah, that would have killed him. He's the driver. That was Silverman. That's one MTLB down.
This 14.5 MTLB, however, still up. This is the big boy cannon. Oh, he's getting tagged right now.
Yeah.
He can't see this guy. Oh wait, I can't tell if that's hitting the infantry or if it's trying to hit the MTLB.
No, I saw the spark.
He's trying to get the MTLB. No, I mean, excuse me. He's trying to kill the infantry. He actually gets one.
There's the MTLB. Now they're gonna shoot each other.
Here we go. He rolls out. He's gonna see him engaging now.
Oh, there's a tree in the way.
On that
tree in the way. He can't effectively return fire.
There we go. He's on target. He's on fire. Can he get a pop? He's overheated. He's got to roll back again. He's gonna wait for it to cool down and then pop in again. That cannon, you can see the smoke off that muzzle, off that barrel. Here we go again. He's peeking out. Oh, he's gonna back down though. That other MTLB concedes. He's like, all right, I get it. You see me. Round's still going out, but it's not gonna land. He's got to be wary of that second MTLB pushing his south fast. But he has no idea that exists. And I think the militia are making their assault now.
They've got good distractions, yeah.
Yeah, militia pushing in on all sides now. They're very close.
Good hits, keep it going.
Oh, he actually spots that south MTLB and he engages that one as well. Both MTLBs now pretty wounded.
Be advised, both MTLBs are burning and have very little armor left. We're still good on ammo and armor on ours.
There's a techie on the east. It's crested. It can see into the compounds.
They call that a techie on the east. Can see into the compounds. See how 2 or 3 go out after it. A little short.
Oh, I see him now. Yep.
Of the 3 large white houses.
MTLB trying to engage. Who's that? Google. Google. The lone commander all the way out here gets engaged on by the MTLB. And we have fire erupting from all flanks now.
Scouts fighting. Oh, that techie loses one. Oh, nope, he's just bandaging. Little skirmish in the woods here. MTLB fire coming in. Trying to
Small arms fire engaging this technical crew. They're getting scared back. SPG techie engaging as well. I think the gunner goes down. This SPG techie now decrewed.
Oh, there goes one. That was dramatic.
And there's just militias pushing in from all sides at this point in time. Now RPG's coming in as well. It lands short.
Yeah, SPG techie is down.
And this is just a huge surround.
Yeah, they're pretty much 360 degrees here.
There needs to be more aggression on this western hill. Not much going on over here. They need to be pushing in while they can.
And he said he took out SPG techie gunner.
However, there's a lot of defensive positions here within this town. I think Russia's still gonna be able to hold this. Those MTLBs from militia not doing enough damage to turn the tide. Ooh, RPG goes out, barely misses the 14.5.
Oh,
and they're getting engaged on now. Yeah, that took out one of the militiamen up on the hill.
Squad 3, go ahead and blow your guys back in close to the compound.
Alright, everybody pull back into the compound. Just got orders from command. Oh, sorry.
Russia's pulling everyone in tight. Collapsing their defense, getting harder to crack. Probably a good call at this point.
If we have any lats left, let's see about getting them ready to take out.
Many different things. Asks what's the objective. So at this point, the main objective has already been accomplished for the militia, and that was to take out the intel squad that was hiding, cowering at the radio station. So now it's an attack defend over the exfil position, which is these buildings right here. Which, as we saw last time, we pretty much called it for the attack team.
Google gets picked off by that MTLB on the south. Birthday boy down. I repeat, birthday boy down.
Oh.
And militia now making a large push on the west here. But they get spotted by the 14.5. Lots of damage coming out here from that cannon. They get caught.
Down.
Oh, this is no good.
3 down. Throwing smoke. That suppression was right out of.
This MTLB is gonna take out this entire squad.
4 down.
That's 4 down from the MTLB. Oh, but he's getting engaged on now by the other MTLB.
The other side, he's gonna go down. That's a lot of sparks over there. Stays up. Is that both MTLBs firing on him?
It might be. He's gonna challenge back.
He's got a good position
He
there.
gets a pop.
Wow,
that's a pop. Where's that second MTV? They needed to double up on him.
It's coming in from the southwest along the road.
They needed to coordinate that a little bit better. Because this MTLB is now looking on the south. He's going to challenge.
Yep, he sees him. He's firing.
He's down.
Both down. That's huge.
Second MTLB down.
That was huge. Great positioning here. See what that looks like from the MTLBs that just died to position.
Oh, he spots infantry dismount over there, I think. And Silverman gets picked off by the 14.5.
So even with zoom, wow, that's a tough spot.
That is one. That MTLB right there is MVP. Who is that? True, and Smith, doing a significant amount of damage.
Taking on both heavy armor assets. Can't ask for much more from a single MTLB. Granted,
they're going to try to breach this 3-story building, but I don't see this going well, especially with
3
that
of them and a
MTLB
crossfire
on the corner. Oh no, you do not want to be. You do not want to be poking out over here. This is a no bueno corner. Oh, here we go. Oh, he's looking the wrong way. Oh no, he's sweeping back again. That MTLB just looking for more victims. Oh, uh-oh. He's tucked back in the corner. Militia just sneaking along the side here.
Got this guy holding the corner, spraying down. This guy knows he's exposed out there.
$14.5 on the corner again. He can't see anything. That fence might be in his way to see these guys down here. Yeah, it is. He can't see these guys too well.
Thanks to Dingo. Yeah, welcome to Squad Ops. Glad to hear you're enjoying it.
Got a pretty cool shot here. It's gonna get ugly. Oh, here we go. Oh, his barrel was not in the right position. He was shooting the ground.
Shooting the ground. That's the worst.
This 14.5 can't really hit these guys because of that fence. Oh, RPG comes out.
That's gonna make him bleed.
Extremely close. I don't think that got anybody though.
It wounded one.
Oh,
he's in.
He's in.
Oh, he's hiding. He doesn't know he's under the stairs. That's great. Oh, is he trying to shoot through? I don't think that's gonna work, buddy. Oh, he's.
Oh no!
There we go. Wow. He dropped a grenade. He dropped a grenade. Oh, run! Wow.
Oh my God.
Oh, and he survived.
How did he survive that? Drop the grenade. Run outside. 14.5. Run back in.
Kara somehow surviving. That was unbelievable.
All right, let's see what other progress Militia's made. Looks like everybody else, for the most part, is down. It's just
Kara.
Two soldiers.
Back in. Ooh, this is gonna be tough.
Oh,
and he goes down.
No, he goes down.
Corner.
I think there's only one. I think this is the last militiaman alive. The Saw Man.
Where is he? Oh, just outside here. It's a rough spot. It's actually not a bad position, but 1v.
I think that's it, right?
3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Yeah, that's
8,
it.
10.
This is the last militiaman.
11. 1v11. Oh, and he's about to get peeked. He's done. Yep.
Ooh, that's GG. I do believe. Right?
I think so.
I think that's it.
Are there any vehicles?
Or is there someone over here? No. Yeah.
Anyone left in the woods? There we go.
That's GG. There we got the GG. So militia manages to find and destroy the scout team, but they fail to secure the LZ. Russia losing the scout team, but secures the LZ. Thank you so much for joining us over at here. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, we'll see if we can get some interviews for sure, right? We gotta get what was going on in that first round.
We're gonna try and get some interviews, so we're pulling a couple in here right now. Stand by. All right, we're pulling in Best Pony and Google Birthday Boy and commands. This is the birthday stream. Ooh, birthday boy. Woo. Okay, so we got Google in here. Hey, Google.
How's it going?
Hey.
All right. So, let's talk.
Let's talk about that first round.
Let's talk about that first round. What happened?
From your perspective, what happened there? Walk us through the round in 30 seconds.
So, in my perspective, from inside the MGLB, I was trying to cut them off. I thought they were going to go, like a lot of people do, and go straight south to the recruits as close as they could, and so I was going to have guys cut them off. My techie crew calls out contact, and apparently later I found out that's a decoy transport they sent out. But my guys didn't know that, so I had them pursue, and they started just going all over the countryside, and it worked wonderfully to distract me. So we all stopped. We all started clearing for the recruits because we thought we distracted the transport. Little did we know. We were just chasing the Phantom. So
and
that
later,
was...
They were in the train car the whole time.
Yeah, they were hiding in the train car.
That's
but later
really good
on,
idea.
What was your perspective on the heavy assets?
On the heavy assets? Well,
yeah.
Originally I was going to have them go to the west side and push, and one of them was almost going to be a sacrifice. I wanted to get a big bulk of my troops in quickly with armor. And I got them in there, but they got stuck on the wall. because of all of the infantry contact in there. And for Krusty, he did a great job keeping. I wanted him to stay outside, and he did. He stayed outside and did a great job. But the other one, I don't know why they abandoned it. I told them not that they needed to just come out to the outside, and I'm not sure what happened there. Something was lost in translation, but it wasn't used to satisfactory, and that was probably mostly my fault for not really communicating where to go.
How about maybe Pony's heavy assets? Were you wondering what was going on there? Maybe they were stealthing somewhere? Okay, Pony. Let's hear it first then, Pony.
I had no concern.
Here's the round from my perspective. From my perspective, I send out the bait. The idea was to convince Google that I'd either already retrieved the recruits or his forces had killed them but failed to notice it, and that he would then be pushing to my extraction zone to wipe me out. This part of the plan worked perfectly. In the meantime, the MTLBs both managed to get flipped on the way to retrieving the recruits and coming back. So I went from having 2 armored assets with full health to fight off his armored assets to having 0 armored assets. I was quite certain that the round was over and we had been defeated, and yet somehow we still won, which I still can't believe it. It shouldn't have happened. We should have been destroyed.
There was all predictions from up in the sky where you guys were screwed, but we're gonna have a valiant effort. But somehow pulled it out. It was fun to watch.
We had one lat against 2 full health MTLBs.
You'll definitely, if you watch the recording, you'll see your second MTLB flip. I'm sure you were yelling at him, "Hey, get in here! We need your help."
No,
right?
I was actually telling him to stand off. I was telling Shadowed and Squad 4 that they were going to probably have to retake the buildings. At that point, we were under siege from Google's entire team, and I was pretty sure they were going to overrun us. And my building never managed to be overrun, but they did eventually overrun the target building. So I basically said, look, just keep it nice and slow, push in on foot. I need you to get up here, and then you're going to probably have to retake this whole sector, because I'm going to fucking die. But I did.
It might have actually worked out to your benefit because those things are so loud, and since they weren't loud because they weren't there, that whole squad was able to come in from the side relatively undetected until, of course they got loud. But it might have been a different story if the MTLBs were roaring those engines all the time, so who knows. But it's fun to watch. Good job on all sides, that's for sure.
It was a lot of fun.
So round 2. What was the idea behind hiding in the radio station?
That was more. Go ahead.
Well, and then I was gonna say, and then how did the call come out to, hey, go check radio station as the first thing that the militia did? That was
so. From my perspective, here's my take on the strategy of this operation. As the militia commander, I don't know where the recon team is going to be, so it's useless to try and find them. What I can do is position my assets that I can kill as many of the rescuers who come to retrieve them as possible, and then I can track them back to their extraction point and finish them off there. With that in mind, I sent to position MTLBs and other vehicle assets at all the 3 bridges, which meant sending an MTLB and a squad to radio tower to hold that down and pick off Russians as they pushed into Neva Lower, where I expected the recon team to be. So that's how that happened.
And my reasoning for radio tower was I didn't actually choose it as in radio tower. I chose a location close to the roads. Realizing later that it was radio tower. I was looking at the map and wasn't really paying attention. But I told them to go to that location because it was close to the roads and hunker down. Arbitrary location. In my planning, I actually hadn't accounted for where I wanted the exact location to be. So I picked a spot that looked like it had a lot of fortifications and it was close to the road. Turns out, randomly, that's right where Pony sent his recon squad. So it was a complete accident that they ran into each other. But it was a lot really amusing to hear the recruit team over squad comms as they slowly got picked off and they're panicking and freaking out.
They actually did, as Pony probably knows, a surprising amount of damage for 4 guys with 2 mags each. Okay. What did they take out? 5 total, including command.
They killed 5. Technically, they killed 6 if you count me, but I don't count myself as being killed by them because technically they shot Shadowed while he was throwing a grenade, which then exploded me as I was wallbanging one of them.
That's how that happened. Okay.
Yes, that's he crouched. He was in prone, crouched. I shot him in the back, and he shot Shadowed, who was throwing a grenade at him. Shadowed was trying to get his guys who were still alive to come over and finish him off, so we could just be done with it. But They were disinterested in dying, and so we both
saw
died.
we saw some pretty ballsy command tactics, you poking out on the recruits, and Google actually just narrowly missing people on the east of the compound, about 15 meters. You two walked right by each other on that far east.
Oh,
Yeah, on your
really?
nature walks
Yep.
out there. Yeah.
I had guys positioned on the north and the west, and I wanted to get a little further south because
We
I thought I
know.
heard something.
Oh, we know.
was
But
like,
you walked
oh.
right by him.
Dermo was the one that got me in the end there, him and his little tree fort over on the side, I think. I was like, I knew I was heading back into town, and all of a sudden I get shot from somewhere. I go down, and then I hear the last shot kills me from that direction. Thought I had friendlies out there. Apparently not.
All right, well, I want to thank both of you for putting on a great show. Thank you to Tedish for joining me co-commentating. My name is Karmakut. I am here, the director and founder of Squad Ops. We're joined by Penn behind the scenes, doing all that camera magic. And then, yeah, if you want to learn more about Squad Ops, check out squadops.gg or head over to youtube.com/squadops or twitch.tv/squadops. But yeah, anyone else have anything last they want to say?
Not so much here. It was one of the more entertaining ops I've posted here. That was great.
Good game.
Thank you. Thank you so much, and we'll see you all next time. This is Squad Ops signing off.